Hey, it's Gimme. How you guys doing this afternoon? Let's get it going. Oh, this song's hilarious. All right. Am I the first one? I am the first one to the chat. Let's go. Gimmy's first. I'm not usually first to the chat. That's kind of weird. But there is a new cape coming to Minecraft, and to get this cape, there is a community challenge. Crap. Pick that back up. So, for the new Copper Age here, there's a community challenge where everybody... It's going to count how many copper golems everybody builds. And the Minecraft community needs to build 75 million copper golems. This new copper stuff looks pretty good. I mean, when you go through all the variants like this, even got
Hey,
the statues up here. Hey, the okay individual. Good to see ya, my homie. Hope you've been doing alright. Yeah, I'm feeling okay today.
What's
Eager
up,
to
bro?
do my part for the community challenge. Whoa, it's the burger. How you doing, homie?
Hey, it's Aki Individual, and welcome to the live stream.
There we go.
Smiling face with
We got
sunglasses.
some OGs.
Long time no
Yeah,
see.
some OGs in the chat right off the bat. Good to see both of you guys. Yeah, I was really tired yesterday. The stream was kind of low energy, but you know, work's been crazy. Just crazy.
If you also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel.
We almost ran out of
No
food.
band hammer,
Like,
promise.
I work at a restaurant that almost ran out of food.
I like singing jazz while washing my ass. Booty 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 bouncing everywhere.
It was really stressful.
I recently bought a couple of ins for a survival world me and my friends are gonna play on.
Hey, that sounds great. Send me an invite and, you know, I'll stop by and show it off on the live stream. I'm always interested in trying new add-ons. I'm using a couple add-ons on this world, the advanced lighting and the realism VFX pack. And those seem to work really well with the new vibrant visuals. Yeah, the new vibrant visuals are just awesome. Alright, so for the community challenge, we need to make 75 million copper golems. And I'm here on this copper world that I've made for myself. So it should be pretty easy to generate some copper golems. I want to see if we can maybe automate this. So, yeah. But this is all the new copper stuff they've added. The bars, the chains. I mean, we've got variants of everything. The new copper lanterns look beautiful. All the copper trapdoors. Copper torches. And the golem statues. Now, how you make these golem statues is you actually have to make an iron golem, and it will slowly oxidize until it's fully oxidized and it doesn't move. And then you can do different poses with them, but they're not dead. You could literally take an axe and scrape off the oxidation, and they'll come back to life. So that's pretty cool too. The copper chains. Yeah, I liked how the effect of the copper when it goes from regular to oxidized. I think that looks good. It wasn't until I made a little copper room like this that I really started appreciating the copper and all the different textures. Yeah, it makes a really neat effect. Actually, it looks better on the live stream than it does on my TV. Alright, so how are we going to what's going to help us create the most amount of iron golems? Yeah, see that little lens flare right there? I'm pretty sure that's from the Realism VFX pack.
Unknown pretended to be you too. How you been? Hi, waving hand everyone.
Hey, it's Renee. Good to see ya. It's Marvelous Mark. How you doing, homie? Guys, we got a real life YouTuber in the chat.
Smiling face with sunglasses.
You guys know the drill. If you're already in the Gimme Gang and you want to meet some cool YouTube homies, there's a link in the chat. Yeah, it's been a while, Renee. Good to see you here.
YouTube.com/@marvelousmark30. Seat equals LWR7W5DBCDL4ZWCA.
Okay, so I'm in this world full of copper, and what we need to do is create as many copper golems as we can. Now, to do this, all we need are carved pumpkins and an iron copper block. And there we go. That makes a copper golem. Wait, can I just like... Oh, okay. So in this copper world, it's going to be really easy for me to make copper golems. And the thing is there's a new cape coming out in Minecraft. And to get it, there's a community challenge. And we need to create 75 million of these copper golems. And I'm wondering if there's a way I could do this faster. Maybe with dispensers? Yeah, let's grab some dispensers. We'll probably need some redstone, maybe a repeater, a button, I guess. Okay, so we'll need some pumpkins too. That worked. Okay, but that also makes the chest. How can we... Wait, let's get a piston. So I think what we need to do is push a copper block in front.
Sometimes I don't get noticed when you are streaming.
Is that right? Yeah, YouTube's been a little iffy lately. They've recently done some changes where if you're using ad blocker, it doesn't count your views and stuff like that. So yeah, it's some things have changed on the YouTube. Let's clear this weather. Let's see if I can find a piston. Here we go. Okay, wait. Actually, we're gonna need copper blocks to push in the way. What we need to do is... There we go. And then... Let's bring the redstone dust over to the piston. Oh, that worked. Okay, so... Oh, and it made a double chest. Okay, so now we need to feed copper blocks in front of the piston, in front of the thing. Oh wait, that one didn't work. Why not? That's not a carved pumpkin. Why is that pumpkin not carved? Oh, probably because there was no block, maybe? Yeah, there was no block. It was just on the chest. Okay, so on our way to making 75 million. Now, I don't have to make 75 million golems myself. This is a community-wide challenge so that they look at everybody who plays Minecraft and they see how many golems everybody has made all together. But you got to imagine there's a lot of people that are just going to be like, oh, I don't have to do anything. It's just that everybody else will
Nice.
make the golems, you know? I don't want to be that guy. I want to do my part. You know, I want to get this cape, first of all. So to get this cape, we need to make 75 million golems. So let's give that a shot. And okay, we're learning. We're learning. Actually, let's just go to a different spot, like right here. So what if we do like a whole row of them? Let's do like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually want to keep track of how many golems we have created. Holy crap. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Click the
7,
like
8,
button to show
9,
your
10,
support.
11,
Red heart smiling face
12,
with hearts.
13, 14, 15. I'm gonna say we're at like 15 right now. There's 6 over here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I think we're at 15. Okay, and then let's see if we can make 10 more. I guess we don't need to put the whole stack in here because it's only going to make...
Tackman likes tacos.
Well, okay, the next step I think is going to be to make like a feed tape of copper blocks. Kind of like how on the tree farm we have those pistons going around that stack up the blocks, or like on the concrete farm. We can have pistons like going around shoving all the copper blocks in front of one
Thumbs
of
up,
these
purple
dispensers. Let's give it a try. And like I said, I want to keep track of how many golems we've actually contributed. So here's 10 more. That should be 10 more. No. Okay, I'm wrong. Maybe that'll work. There we go. There's 10 more right there. So we're at 25. I wonder how many it's going to take to lag out my whole world. Let's just see. Let's just clear out a little area. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Nice. let's get to 50 and then try something else. So 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10. So I just noticed that you can put the pumpkin on the side of the copper block. It doesn't have to be directly on top. That little bit of information might actually be extremely helpful in a situation like this. See, I'm trying to think of a way. Could we literally push these dispensers along the ground, putting down pumpkins and making golems? That's a good question. Like one of those tunneling machines, except we're making tons of golems. Can you push a dispenser on bedrock? Yes, the redstone falls off, but wait, does it drop the items? Let's find out. No, it kept all the items. So we could make a redstone machine that crawls along the ground, putting down pumpkins and making more golems. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Yeah, these advanced storms here, this is part of the Realism VFX pack. Yeah, it's got more intense rain and stuff. Usually on the server I'm using, we kinda tailor the VFX pack, because the clouds, I think it's actually the clouds are off. Those are regular Minecraft clouds. Yeah, when like the clouds from the pack overlap the vanilla clouds, it doesn't look great. Okay, so we need a flying machine, basically. So, wait, it's gonna have to be like above the ground, because you need a sticky for this to work. A slime block, right? And how a flying machine works, in very simple terms, is that it pushes the slime block forward, and then instead of pulling it back, everything goes forwards with it. So the slime block would stay there, and the piston would pretty much go to the slime block. Wait, do I need a regular piston for this? Yeah, I think so. See, that pushes that forwards, and then like... It's something like a, hold on. We need one facing this way. Right, so one piston pulls the other, one piston pushes them forward, the other push piston pulls them back. That's pretty much what a flying machine does. And we can put our dispenser facing down, I think, like this. And if we could have that,
Happy hump day, homie.
placing pumpkins on the ground, we could just start automating this. Hey, it's Buck Wheeler. Good to see you, homie. We are trying to do some fancy redstone stuff. I'm not sure I'm up to it. We've made 50 golems. The goal is 75 million. So to catch you up, what's going on is there's a community challenge for everybody that plays Minecraft. If we can make 75 million copper golems, that's the first stage of the challenge. And eventually they'll give us a cape. So we have to complete these challenges to get a new cape. And let me tell you, look at my cape. Capes are freaking cool. Like I wish I had gotten a bunch of the capes from back when I first started playing Minecraft. But yeah, I've got some cool capes that you can't get now, and if there's a new cape coming out, I want to get it, because who knows? Maybe years from now it'll make me OG. I don't know. But I need to figure out how to make a flying machine. And I'm not quite sure how it works. Yeah, I think this needs to be a sticky piston. Okay, so see how that pulled everything forwards?
You have to use honey, I think.
Okay, this one needs, is this a regular piston here? Okay, you starting to see how
If
this
you
works?
also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise.
So I gotta
Believe
figure out
please.
the redstone here. The gaming burger. Yeah, I think there is a new redstone flying machine that uses the honey blocks. But I think I've got it just about figured out here. I mean, we see how we need the pistons to fire. Wait, it's this one first. That pushes everything forwards. And then this one pulls the rest with it. Of course, I can't use buttons because that's gonna. So we need some kind of redstone clock that's
Use
gonna get
observers.
these observers. Such a great idea.
Want me to join to help out? Hey cutie.
Hey, if you want to join, it's a
Hey, it's
community
John underscore
challenge, right?
CMaxed underscore, and welcome to the live
Hey,
stream.
John
Smiling face
Cena.
with
Good to see you,
sunglasses.
my homie. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. We've got a very interesting community challenge to unlock the next cape. The Minecraft community needs to make 75 million copper golems. I've made 50 so far in this world. I've put a bunch of copper all over the ground to make it a bit easier. We're going to try and keep track of how many we make. But I was thinking I'm making a flying machine that will, okay, so that pushes that forward, and then these pulls that forward. Right. And then as it moves forwards, we want this to drop carved pumpkins on the copper blocks to make the hey, what's up, homie? To make the copper golems. And I'm thinking if we could send a couple of these going, that'll make tons of copper golems. But let's try and send it back the other way, maybe, because like maybe we should start it here and go down that way. So to turn this thing around, I want to put that there, and then this one goes. Yeah, I'm lost again. Well, I know it's gonna be something like that, right? One of them's a sticky and one of them's not a sticky. Yeah, and then this part pulls it forward. Okay. So now, just like what he's doing, we need to put an observer somewhere so every time it moves, it triggers redstone. It gives us a signal every time it moves, and then getting a signal is what's gonna move it, you know? Yeah, we can't use actual redstone because that's not gonna move. So we need, okay, we need an observer going into that one like that, right? Then where does it get its signal from? We need it to get a signal from. Yeah, I'm over the. Oh, wait, we need stickies to pull everything forward. I forgot. Okay, I'm way off. I should just watch a YouTube video on this really quick,
Hit the like button to show your
and that
support
would
with
probably be.
heart smiling face with hearts.
Right, and then you put a block, you trigger the observer, and the whole thing starts moving, right? And that's why you use the honey blocks, because the honey doesn't stick to the slime, and the slime doesn't stick to the honey.
Tacoman likes tacos.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand. Hey, it's Leia. Thank you so much. I am definitely gonna need that. The memberships are so helpful. I definitely need that support. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm having fun. We've got to make 75 million of these copper golems. I've made 50 of them so far. This is about 50 of them. And I found out we can use redstone to make them. So either we've got to make a flying machine that will place down pumpkins, or we need to make like a copper feed tape that keeps pushing the copper in front of. Yeah, that sounds like something I could do a lot easier. Let me just try and make an automatic feed tape really quick. Okay, where are we gonna start at? Oh, but we'll need a spot to push all these chests into. Okay, so we don't want to do it. We want to do it above the ground somewhat. Okay. So if I wanted to push the chests that way.
How's work going, buddy?
It's been kind of interesting. Like the deep fryers broke down, so like every time you cook
Hello
something, the
everyone by the
oil
way.
gets ice cold, and there's just been so many things stressing me out at work, but You know, somebody's told me at work, hey, you know, it's not your fault. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess it's not. And, you know, I felt better ever since, to be honest. Okay, so we want that there. We want redstone going there. So now every time that block moves, it's gonna trigger that. Okay, so we're onto something here. Let's clear the weather. And what's our push limit? 15 or 12? I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. Let's see if we can push that. Okay, we can push that. Can we push another one? We can. Okay, so I think we can go back to here. Oh, it's just pushing them out of the way. That's right, so it doesn't matter.
I've been really busy with family, taking care of my family. Mom has been sick. My stepdad has been sick. My dad's been sick, my real father a SDE.
Oh,
This
I'm
past
sorry to
summer,
hear
now
that.
it's fall.
Yeah, for about the last 5 years, my health has been pretty bad. But it's been improving quite a bit lately. But still, I don't got much time left. I'm probably going to be here for another 15 years, another 20 years if I'm lucky.
2 weeks ago,
So, you
Saturday
know,
ago, I went and got my
that
flu.
clock is ticking.
Shock, did not have any reaction or anything with it.
Okay, so to get this one to go off, let's go this way? Sure. Why is it dark? Get the lights back on.
This
Alright, there
past
we go.
Saturday, I went and got my COVID shot and I had a reaction with it Saturday night. I started coughing really bad. I could not stop.
Alright, that's super simple. That's working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now our next one's gonna go
I have had no
right
fever,
here.
no body aches. I've had cold chills really bad, but other than that, little bit of a runny nose, just coughing a lot.
Oh man. Like, I have not had the Rona. I never caught the COVID. And I'm also not vaccinated. Because of the treatments I was going through, I wasn't eligible for the vax. And I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm vaxxed up for everything. I took all of them. You know, I never had the mumps or the measles. I had the chicken pox, but that's before they added the chicken pox vaccine in. That was like in the 80s. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have polio and all of that kind of stuff. And as soon as I'm able, I'm probably gonna try and get the vax, but they're making it so hard these days. I don't know. Okay, so let's keep this thing going. So these ones are pushing that way. So we need to trigger this one right here. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we can put another piston right here. Okay, and this one we're gonna want to go this way? This way. Nope. Alright, now we're gonna start this thing up and we're just gonna watch it make a ton of... So we need to... Hold on, we need to get our dispenser
By the way, how is your
set up.
treatments going my way? How are you doing with your treatments?
Yeah, I mean, the treatments are going well. In fact, my personality has completely changed like 3 times in the last 5 years. And I'm making much more rational decisions, I can say that. I'm able to think a lot more clearly. Uh, and anyway, they say I could probably stop pretty soon, but in the next, 40 years, I might have some big problems. Because, it took my whole life until this stuff started bothering me. So if I stop now, I've got about that much time before it comes back. And yeah, I'm not going to make it the next 40 years, so. But see, I can't say that. Uh, it's hard to know how long you're going to live, right? My dad, he took really good care of himself, and he only made it to 74. Other people in my family make it to like 99, 100. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've got that much longer. Hold on, how are we gonna do this? We need the redstone to go into the... I don't think we'll need any kind of... Okay, and then we need to get this thing going. I need a couple of observers. Um, okay, the one thing I didn't anticipate, we need to keep putting more in. Damn it. Okay. This didn't work out how on paper it was like, hey, this might work, but if there's nowhere putting, oh, look at this. It's just chucking the pumpkins everywhere anyways. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. All right, we're up to 60 on our total goal. It seems like putting the pumpkins down might be the fastest way to do this. But, I mean, we could always go over here.
You could use commands.
See, that's the thing. We're gonna have to read the fine print of the community challenge because it says create.
I know a command that'll place a copper block.
There's a problem where, yeah, I use commands to put copper blocks all over this place. But I'm not sure if, like, summoning or spawn eggs, I don't know if that's gonna count. It literally says create the golem, so I'm pretty sure we have to put two blocks together. You might be onto something. Maybe we could place jack-o'-lanterns. Slash set block tilde tilde tilde. No, it's a carved pumpkin. Carved underscore pumpkin pumpkin.
BRB.
Hey, that worked. Okay. So what are we up to? 61. Let me put that in the chat. I don't want to forget how many we've made so far. Alright, we're up to 61. So that's how many we
61.
contributed to the 75 million that the Minecraft community needs to make. So instead of set block, let's do a fill command. Let's find
Hit the
ourselves a
like
good
button
spot.
to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
Okay, I think this is a... I want to be able to count how many we're making, so I'm gonna try a small patch.
If you also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise. Relief face.
So we'll do 5 that way, -5 that way, and -5 that way. I wonder how many that's gonna give us. You know we can count the chests, right? Oh, look at that. All right. So we missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1. No, that doesn't work. Okay, there we go. So that's a 5 by 5 block.
Tacoman likes tacos.
Yeah, so it's 11 that way, and then I think we just made like 100. Yeah, I think we're up to 160 golems here. Nice. Let's find another flat chunk. Bam. That should be another 100, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if you go the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, it's 11 by 11, but we counted the ones on the corners twice. But so yeah, that should be about 100 golems. So we're up to 260. We'll put that in the chat. 260. Let's clear the weather. Wow, these things are kind of creepy when you see this many of them. Let me make sure I got the clearance.
Can you see my text a little bit better?
There's another army. All right, we're up to 360. It actually looks the exact same to me. I think it's just the settings I have on my phone. Okay, so 460. $560. $660. There we go. That's 660 copper golems. You would think it would be lagging a bit more, right? There's literally like mosh pits of these guys everywhere. Frame rate still seems alright.
Blue, I finally got a PS4 smiling face with hard eyes.
Hey, congrats. Let's go. Are you gonna join in on the community event? Oh, I meant to put a copper block there, shit. Oh, we need to make 75 million golems if we're gonna get the cape. Ha, there's 700. $860.
What exactly are you building?
We are creating these copper golems. So there's a community event going on where Minecraft is gonna release a new cape if we make 75 million of these little guys here. So I'm trying to do my part and make as many of these
Gonna set my PS4 up and
copper
test the
golems
games.
as we can. You know, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, everybody else is gonna do it." Well, I guess I'm everybody else. So we're gonna do our part. Try to make as many of these copper golems as we can to add to the community challenge.
Oh really, how cool is that?
And so here we are in this world full of copper, making some copper golems. There's another 10. So that's, where was I at? 700, was I at 700 or 800?
Jack-o'-lantern.
We'll be conservative. We'll call that 770. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're at 770. And it is starting to lag just a bit with all of these golems everywhere. And I'm trying to pick spots where I can see how many we're making. That way we can keep track. I want to see how many we actually can make in just a couple of hours. There's 870. Hold on. Nope, that doesn't work. You gotta... There we go. There's 870. And that's 970. Let's do like 10 more on this side. That way we can get to 980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 980. Is that what I said? Hold on, we gotta write this down. Hey, look who it is, everybody. It's the one and only Mrs. Gimme. Yeah, sorry I didn't see it earlier. We are counting, and, that's difficult for me. We gotta count to like 1,000 so far. We need to make 75 million of these copper golems in order for Minecraft to release the new cape.
And pink waving.
So, that's what we're trying to do.
Yes, I know it's okay.
We have made a lot. We are up to 980. Let's try to get it into an even number. It's easier to keep track of. So we do 10 more.
But hey.
There's 10 more, so we're 990. So that should be 1,000. So we currently have made 1,000 of these copper golems that are all walking around here. And it is starting to impact the performance of my PlayStation a little bit. Let's just see how many we can make until the world just completely goes to shit, right? Yeah, I can feel the lag just walking through this area. Oh, and look, the copper golems are starting to oxidize. So all the copper stuff will oxidize until it's green, like the Statue of Liberty. And then once they oxidize fully, they turn into statues, which is pretty cool. But they're not dead yet. You can actually take an axe and remove the oxidation, just like with any copper block. And if you remove enough oxidation, they come back to life. So pretty cool stuff. We've got like all the new copper stuff in here. We've got the copper bars, the copper chains. I think it looks really cool that gradient that they have. It wasn't until I put all the copper stuff together like this that I really started appreciating it. Like before, it was just a weird color to add to my builds, but now that it's got all the different metal stuff like the bars and chains and lanterns, I think it's pretty nice. And the copper bulb here. This is like one of the best redstone components ever added. Yeah, even the ground is starting to oxidize. Look at that.
Hit the like button to show your support. Red heart
So,
smiling face
right
with
here.
hearts.
$1,100. All right, we're at
Tackling likes
1,100.
tacos.
It's weird how they don't go very far from the chest. If we put down a chest, I think all of these golems would start moving around, and that's when we would turn this into chaos. Let's give these little guys something to do, right? Oof, it's a bit laggy already. So if I just put down a couple of chests and maybe put some items in there, let's see what happens. Or no, let's put items in their chests. Let's see how they sort this stuff out. Is anybody gonna come over to these chests I put down?
My game crashed now.
Your game crashed? Yeah, we are kind of pushing the limits here, aren't we? $1,100. I'm running out of flat spots here. Where I've got the 5x5 needed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here. Yeah, that should be big enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I gotta move one this way. Oh, alright. That was a miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We missed 19 of these guys. Oops. Actually, we could just do it that way, yeah. Okay, I think we got all of them. There we go. That was what, 1,200? 1,200 in the chat. It's marked down. It's official. Now I don't want to give up on the assembly line idea. I think if we slow it down, we might be able to do something with this. Because it was just moving too fast for me to put the copper blocks in. Oh, but now the redstone's like really laggy. Oh, I think we're out of room. Wait. Alright, let's try a delay. Like, just like that, maybe. The... Well, it's not feeding us anymore from back here either, so... Okay, hold on. Okay, now it's too slow. What the hell? Aha. We want a delay on the piston, not the dispenser, I think. Yeah, this is gonna work. It's a bit choppy, but... Oh, shit. Oh! Although we need a bit more delay. It's working. We'll know how many we made once we reach push limit. Yeah, the problem with the design before was like trying to get a constant supply of these blocks, and it was going faster than I could literally set them down. Alright, we're at limit. That means we've made 12 more. Where were we at? 1,200. 1,212. That was a lot of work to just make 12 of them. I don't think we should I don't think we should mess with that anymore. Let's make a Here we go. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got plenty of room. There we go. Fill that in. That should do it. Wrong number. There's another 100. Alright, so there's another 100, so that's gonna be 1, 4, 12. Alright. Ah, crap. Oh, we missed a couple again. So yeah, placing the copper block underneath the pumpkin doesn't work, but placing it next to it does. Alright, so that is 1,512. Alright, let's see you join the game. How you doing, homie? I didn't notice there was a village over here. Wow, the lag. Once the lag is gone, look how smooth it is. Man. I didn't realize how much we were lagging out the game until we came into a different area. Jesus. But it's for a good cause, right? Let's go along the edge maybe. Alright, so let's count up and then we'll just add it to our total. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Smiling face with
21,
open hands.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. All right, let's add 40 to our total. 1552. Fantastic. Yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm not sure what uh possessed YouTube to share me out to all the old homies, but thanks. But yeah, it's a community challenge, and I want to at least contribute something. 75 million is a lot, and a lot of people just aren't gonna contribute anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. There we go. So that's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 50. Add it to the total. 1,602. I think my math is right. Close enough. Mathing in my head, what can I say? Alright, this is a pretty quiet spot, and I like how the steps go up. So let's see if we can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that was 40. Pretty sure that was 40. Alright, there's another 50. 1,652 iron golems. Holy moly. Yeah, it gets a little laggy over towards the big group. Yeah. I think we've made more than most people will in an entire playthrough. And that's the thing. If everybody that played Minecraft made one copper golem, we would have no problem. But the thing is, a lot of people aren't going to make any. Most people are just going to make, two or three. There's going to be even fewer people that use them in their redstone and make like three or four, maybe five. So, we got to make up the difference somehow. Oh, this looks like a good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, there's another 100. 1752. Let's make 8 on the side. That way we can get rid of that 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. That puts us back on an even number. We're at 1760. This is kind of a fun little project, to be honest. I mean, I'm having fun. I'm kind of impressed on how the Minecraft is holding up. Especially because I have it on max simulation distance and everything. Plus, we got a couple of add-ons. The vibrant visuals are so awesome, especially during like sunset and sunrise. Let's just go watch the sunrise with this little village over here. Oh wait, the sunrise is over here, yeah. Over our copper mountains. And look how there's like fog on the water and everything. Like, this is that quiet early morning vibe, you know? When you're just getting your coffee. You're looking outside and it's still a bit foggy. Really, I've wanted to play fancy Minecraft for a long time, and I can't afford an RTX graphics card, but I mean, this is pretty close. Especially when you get to like the water reflections. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty stunning. Especially with all the fog and everything, and then if you can catch some of the blocks just right, they get a bit of a glare on the top of them as well. Depending on how bright the sun is, I guess. And yeah, you can see my shadow on the ground. These vibrant visuals, the new default Minecraft graphics are great. So yeah, I want to help out, get this cape. Let's get as many of these golems down as we can. Let's try to keep our numbers even. That way we can avoid like 2s and 1s at the end, you know? I'm not sure how many we're going to be able to make until it crashes the game. But that is probably how this stream's gonna end. We're probably gonna make one too many golems, and it's just gonna crash. And that's gonna be it. That's crazy. Like, there's so many shadows and stuff, and the shadows are always moving. If you look at my shadow right behind me there, it's slowly moving across the ground as the sun's moving. So you could make a sundial. Holy crap. I want to make a sundial in Minecraft. I bet somebody's done that already. Eh. Looking for some more flat spots. Here we go. This is a good one. We can throw down another hundo right here. Mm. Gonna have to center this one just right, I think. I should have placed the copper blocks farther underground. I shouldn't have just replaced the grass blocks. I should have replaced dirt blocks too. Then we'd really have some power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we're good right here. Arise, my children. $18.60. We've almost reached 2,000. Yeah, I think we're to this point where we need to kind of make our own flat areas to spawn these guys in at. Oh, what I need is two different commands. I need one command that spawns in the blocks, and then one command that makes the golems, right? Well, how big is the area for the golems? 5 by 5 by 5. All right, so this will be 5, -1, 5, and then we gotta go -5 and -5. Okay, -2 I'm guessing would have worked, but whoa, trippy. All right. 100. 200. $300. 400. 500 more. Alright, so let's add 500 to our tally. Okay, so 2,360. That's where we're at. Alright, we got the running total. Oh, interesting. It makes the chest on top of... Whoa, look, they've got slow falling or something. Are they glitching out? Hold on, let me try something. Interesting. It doesn't seem to... Somehow, these copper blocks are still underneath all of these guys. What about these guys? They didn't spawn with any copper chests. Look at that. Only some of them did. What about these guys? Again, they got the copper blocks below them and the copper chests above them. This is interesting. Alright, let's go do a couple hundred more.
Lagging?
Why is it lagging? Because we have summoned 2,360 copper golems in the immediate vicinity here. There are lots and lots of these guys. And I am surprised. You know, if we had put out 2,000 of any other mob, I think the game would be lagging a lot harder right now. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it's handling over 2,000 mobs pretty well.
Is this the realm?
No, this is not the realm. This is a world I made for the community challenge. To get the new cape, everybody that plays Minecraft all together has to spawn, or create rather. We have to create 75 million copper golems. So if we can create 75 million copper golems as the entire Minecraft community, we'll get this new cape. Honestly, I think even if we didn't make that many, though, they're just gonna be like, yeah, look, we made enough golems, yay. I don't think they're not gonna give it to us, but, you know, I want to do my part. I don't want to be one of those guys that just sits back and says, yeah, everybody will make the golems for me. I don't have to be that guy. I guess I'm gonna be that guy. Should I give him some items to sort out? Let's open up one of their chests and just kind of... drop some blocks in and see what they do. That's interesting that they... I don't know if we're just that laggy or if these guys have slow falling. It really does appear as though these golems have slow falling. Interesting. So when I summoned in the pumpkins, it was the same Y level, I think, as the copper or something like that. Let's change this to -2. Alright, that looks a lot better. And then there's 200 more. Oh wait, that made an even thicker layer of copper underneath them. And look, they're all falling like hella slow too. So we're at 2,560. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Holy cow, it's really nice outside. It's like 84 degrees. Sun's out. There's birds right outside my window chirping. Man, it's pretty nice. All of the copper golems have evacuated the platform. They had no copper chests. Okay, this is weird. We're still making copper golems, though. And that's what counts. It's not copper chests that we're trying to make. Oh, wait. I know what we're doing wrong. Hold on. There's 100 of these guys. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. See, I just made the thing two. There's 200. I made it 2 blocks instead of 1. So what we want to do is... No, not the carved pumpkins. We want... -1 and -1. There we go. Now it's under my feet. And now the pumpkins go right on top. There we go. Alright, there's another 500. Yikes, we're lagging hard now. So that's gonna bring us up to 3,060. Alright, so we have spawned 3,060 copper golems so far. And you can see where like the chests, the copper chests are like putting plugs in the world like that. Yeah, you can see where they're at. Look at them fill in as we go by. Yeah, the lag. The lag is there. And yeah, some of these guys completely went off of there. Oh, and they went over here with the rest of these guys. They're like clumping together. It's interesting to see how that AI behaves when you have so many of them so close together. Now, over here we have a village, and these villages have chests. So, let's see what happens if I just plop down, are they gonna... Oh, that was the wrong one, but that's fine. Are they gonna sort all the, chests in the village? Wait, I think our count might be off, because it just said like 121 blocks filled. I think our math is off. Yeah, I think our math is off just a little bit. That's fine. I think, and you know what? Look, they're not even worried about the chests in the village. There's probably a chest like right inside that house. There we go. Now we've got it down. Like we could go over here. And I spawned them under that mountain. So that's another another 200 or 300 for the count. $400. $500. All right. $3,560. The world still holding strong. A bit of lag, but no crash yet. Look, they're coming down hills like freaking waterfalls.
WhatsApp.
And you know, there's not too much lag in this area. What's up? It's Rabby. How you doing? $100. $200. $300. $400. Another 500. Let's go. That brings the total to 4,060. So, if you don't know what we're doing
My
right
legs are
now,
gonna be sore tomorrow. I just went on a run.
yeah, I can appreciate that. After standing up for 2 days straight, like, I was like, I needed the opposite of a stretch. You know, instead of stretching, like, I just wanted to curl up in a little ball. And yeah, so if you don't know what we're doing right now, there's a community challenge in Minecraft where if the Minecraft community can create 75 million copper golems, it'll unlock a cape. And I know a lot of people are not going to make any not going to make any copper golems. I know some people are going to make a few, but there's only going to be a few of us out here, you know, lifting the load to make sure we reach that community goal. And I guess I'm one of those guys. So in this world, we've had spawned how many? 4,000? Are we up to 4,000 now? 4,060 of these copper
Hit the like button
golems.
to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
There's another 100 to, I guess, 120. So that's 4,160, we'll call it. So I think my math is off. It's like an
If you
11
also
by
have a
11.
YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise.
Yeah,
Relief face.
I'm starting to think, because see, it's saying 121 blocks filled. I think I've been off by 20 blocks on each one of my calculations. So if we go up at each point in the chat where it says that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 40.
Tackman
All
likes
right, 50.
tacos.
So that's about 50. And then let's count them and then times it by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So about, we'll say 30. 30 times 2, that's 60 plus the 50, that's like another 100 on our count. So a more honest estimate is probably gonna be, we'll say 4,200. No, because that's only adding like 40 more. 2,250. I think that's probably closer to what we got now. Man, how can I make it just 100? I don't want to have to like add up 120 every time, you know? And we can do this anywhere. If we want to go down into this cave and say I want to make 100 golems right here, now we got 100 golems in this cave. Like they're underneath all these blocks over here. They're in the mountain. Yeah. Oh, look at this room. Nice. Let's put some copper golems in it. Are the hostile mobs going to interact with the copper golems? Are all these copper golems going to attack these hostile mobs? What's going to happen? Looks like AI has shit the bed because there's so many mobs. Yeah, it looks like they're not even moving. Oh, they're moving in slow motion. Look at that slime jumping in slow-mo. Yeah, I think we have broken the game. If we break the game by making too many golems, that's going to be our part. You know, we're going to play our part in getting these capes. You know, I made so many golems I broke Minecraft. That's the goal. Ooh, it's laggy now. It's laggy now. Welcome to the lag show. Put some more on top of these guys, yeah. See, since we're not putting them all in the same exact area, it's kind of, we're keeping it going a little bit longer, right? Because if we summon 5,000 of these guys in one spot, we would really have a problem. Ooh, yeah, when you see that, you know you're in trouble. What are we at? 4,780, I think. It's a good estimate, I think. I think we're getting close to 5,000. And it's a miracle there were no trolls today in the chat. What's going on? Am I not popular enough anymore? But we did have a lot of the OG homies come by, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. You know, I would rather have the OG homies show up any day rather than the trolls. So yeah, whatever I did to get the OG homies to come by, let's do more of that. You know, the YouTube algorithm just decided to share out this live stream more than my other ones. It's gotta be because of the title, right? Community challenge. Can we do it underwater? Check this out, guys. Hey, they can swim. They make air blocks too. Okay, so
Hello.
now there's flowing water where all these copper golems are. This is neat. It looks cool too because of the Vibrant visuals. Oh, there's a little cave in here. This is neat. Alright, that's as far down as we can go. Let's eat some golems. Oh god, that's taking a while. Okay, can we find our way back out? Hold on. Yeah, apparently the copper golems, I keep trying to call them iron golems 'cause I'm so used to the iron golems. But apparently they work underwater. Look how creepy they are. Apparently their chests don't get waterlogged. I don't know. They're glow in the dark eyes. These guys are crazy. But I really want this cave. We've got to be over 6,000 in this world already. I think that's the exit right there. Yeah, a bunch of guys in the water. Alright, I've lost count, but we're definitely probably around 6,000 at this point. And the PlayStation is not happy. Wow, we are getting some hella lag. Copper blocks. Carved pumpkins. Copper blocks. Carved pumpkins. Copper blocks. Carved pumpkins. Oh, you gotta wait. You gotta wait through the lag. Copper blocks. Carved pumpkins. Yeah, it's a little jank. Okay, the copper blocks are here. Pumpkins on top. Alright, that works.
I'm still here, smiling face with hard eyes.
Hey, Mrs. Gimme, thanks for hanging out with me. I think we're just about done here. I mean, I don't think the game's going to be able to take much more of what we're doing. And I feel like I've contributed enough to the new cape. You know, I feel like I've done my part. We've lost track of how many golems we're making, but if I can get to 10,000, I think that would be a noble attribution. It is the responsiveness of the game is way down. Just saying. It can't help that I'm doing this vertically above the ground. And also we have them going underneath the ground as well.
Yes, I agree you have.
But I mean, we need 75 million copper golems, and the wee little 4, 5,000, 10,000 I make is not even going to be a dent in that. So it really is going to be up to everybody else to do their part as well and make at least a few of these copper golems. You know, if we want to get this new cape, that is. But honestly, I kind of feel like that even if we didn't reach the community goal, they would still release the next level of the challenge, right? I think they would. Oh, these guys are probably falling off of here, and they've got this weird slow fall. I can't tell if they're slow falling or if they